So I'm going to make a short video right now. This is an example why it is so important to teach critical thinking, philosophy, and reading comprehension skills, just listening skills in school, all right? Because you have a lot of guys in this country, guys of European descent. For some reason, they think themselves to be so wise, so smart, so intelligent, and they're incapable of just reading and comprehending something simple, or listening to an audio and comprehending something simple. Like, let me give you an example. I was talking about psycholinguistics being used to manipulate certain communities to act certain ways. And now look here, look what the guy is saying. He's talking about reparations. Where the hell did I say anything about reparations? You see? Do you see how they just twist things? They had nothing better to do, but they like to argue for no reason at all. He doesn't even follow. It's like this guy is so dumb. I can't even communicate with these people. I can't. I made a video talking about something, and then he says something completely different, which betrays the fact that not only did he not understand the video, he didn't listen to the video, and he has a lot of time to waste. This is a dead argument, dead discussion. But this guy, he could be like 30 years old. So this is a 30-year-old. I don't even know how old this person is, but this is an extremely stupid person. A cocky Caucasian clown, you know? And it isn't that I have things against Caucasian people. It's an archetype of a guy who is unintellectual. He doesn't know how to think philosophically or anything. Okay, I state the facts. I have the facts and the experience. Okay, it's just the truth. I say read it. So what is it that you are arguing about when you're ignorant? He doesn't even know what he's knowledgeable of or he's ignorant of. He's just there writing. He's spending his time and energy writing things that do not mean a damn thing. This makes no sense. This makes no sense. It doesn't. This is I can't even. That's why this country is filled with ignorant people who are uneducated. This is an uneducated time waster who has no real purpose. Look at his profile. I got a degree in philosophy and psychology, by the way. I went to the University of Toronto. And yes, and I learned plenty there. But you don't necessarily have to go to university to be smart. But anyway, digress. Look at this. And he's trying to. I'm talking about very serious, important things, and this guy is wasting my time writing these dumb comments that don't mean a damn thing, which betray the fact that he's ignorant. He doesn't know how to think properly. He doesn't know how to listen. He probably didn't even listen to the video. He's just there to argue. So what they do is that they like to argue to try to push people down to make themselves feel big, even when the person is speaking the truth that can save his stupid ass from going to hell. This is just some cocky Caucasian bozo who's wasting his time. This is a Luciferian secularist. Because if the truth was actually in him, then he would listen and see it in other places too. All right? I got a degree background in psychology, psycholinguistics. If a kid is very young, around 5 years old, 6, very young, relatively very young, and you beat the N word into his head, yes, it can warp his psyche. It means subhuman, a person of extreme contempt, ain't worth a damn thing. That is what the N word means. So if you beat that word into his head when he's a kid, it can crystallize and stay in there and mess him up for his entire life. It's literally child abuse. It's a hate word, okay? Psychology, they know this. And they put it in the rap music and they add the rhythm and the beat and the emotion, metacognition. It will be ingrained in there. So then you'll act in extremely contemptible ways. Some of these guys, they sound as if the guy in his 40s, it's like he hasn't even passed high school. Because that's where his intellect is. He literally, I lived in Africa for many years. How is it the guys in Africa are smarter than the guys here in the U.S.? You see? But you don't know this. This is just an ignorant guy who likes to argue for no reason. And when you try to show the guys the truth, they would just sit down and they'll nod their head if some guy in a white dude in a trench or lab coat would talk, and even though he's talking sophistry. I don't even know why they call themselves white. How can you be white when you have so much blood and dirt on your hands? Psycholinguistics. White, the color of purity, the color of divinity, cleanliness. That's what they're trying to say. And the black, dirty, and all this kind of stuff. Homo sapiens, one race, the human race. You have Homo sapiens from Europe and Homo sapiens from Africa. White and black are opposites. Europeans and Africans are not opposites. They're both Homo sapiens, man. Okay, they're both Homo sapiens. So why the division? Psycholinguistics, divide and conquer. And you have the whites, they like to call themselves, all here acting certain in this way. And then the blacks, all here acting this way. But wait, they're both Homo sapiens, adults, in the same country. So why is there such a huge difference between how these guys behave and how these guys behave? And why is it that in Africa, the Africans behave so much more differently than the African Americans. It's like so differently. The African Americans, not all of them, okay, and I'm being general here, but like there's a huge difference. I've actually been there. I lived in Africa for many years. I'm also American too. I've been around the place. And this is just an idiotic guy who's just talking. He doesn't know a damn thing. You know, because he worships Lucifer. He's a Luciferian secularist. There it is. Because if the truth was in him, that you would listen, you would see it, understand it. But he's just oblivious, and they like to argue and poke you down. They don't know a damn thing. They don't know a damn thing. You know? So anyway, you know, people who have the truth in them, they'll listen to my videos and say, and they'll understand it and they'll move forward. But the dumbasses like this guy, they'll waste their time doing, look at the dead part. This doesn't mean a damn thing. Anyway, I'm done. I think I made my point.